Hello, everybody. Happy Monday here at sportsbookreview.com. Welcome to the show. It's our weekend recap and also a look to the midweek. And we do have got some great matches. We've got 5 Premier League matches. We've got a La Liga match. But here to help me run through the weekend's action and the midweek tips as well is Big Man on Campus and Alex from Need for Tips. Guys, thank you for being in here. Happy Monday.
Hey, Happy Monday, Natalie.
Most people don't like Mondays. I like a Monday, to be honest with you. It's the start of a week. It's where I can look at what I've earned over the weekend and look forward. And how's everyone feeling about the weekend?
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling good for the weekend matches. Most of all, when after the bad battle, I feel the best. You know, I have this going on. Listen.
Tell me here. Who's going to score for Roma? Is it going to be 60-year-old Francesco Totti? Is it going to be Daniel De Piero, who was on the 2006 World Cup?
I didn't understand the question. Who's going to score for Roma? That was it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess because Juventus was playing the pasta maker from the restaurant down the street from the stadium on defense. So yeah, hey, good win, man.
Every time you have an excuse. I don't have an excuse. Come on.
I'm on here. You're talking to me. I'm going to talk back. You won. Congratulations. None more.
There we go. There we go. And the good thing is, with a new week becomes new chances to win. I tell you what.
By the way, Natalie.
Pardon?
By the way, neither Totti or De Rossi scored. By the way, or Del Piero.
Yeah, okay. Totti played only one match in the entire season. Hey, of course he didn't. De Rossi scored. Nainggolan Golan scored. Sharawi scored. You want more?
Listen, every dog has its day, right? You got to win once in a while, right? There you go.
Well,
yeah,
Alex,
that's twice in a row. That's twice in a row.
Now I have to say, if we count the Champions League betting action.
We don't want big man's excuses. Let's continue. Let's do some profit also this week. Maybe he will have his time to win, or at least one time till the end of the season.
Nah, you're gonna crawl between your legs today and take the same set I am, so I can't win today. Sorry.
Listen, let's take a look. We're gonna have a look at the how we did the weekend. I was in profit, guys. After 2 bad weeks, I am back in profit. Yay! How did you do, Alex?
Yeah, I'm 3 units on profit. My 2 bankers, Tottenham and Napoli -1, and Roma versus Juventus, both teams to score and over 2.5, and a lot of good tips. I had only 4 lost ones, so I'm 3 units on profit. I think that it was a good weekend. Not incredible, but good.
Great stuff. Let me quickly share screens. Here we go. Here is where we currently stand overall throughout. It was we actually started taking track on this one from mid-season, but there we have it. You can also look by weeks as well, and so you can see how we've done overall. Although it's not coming up now. There we go. So we've had overall as a team, we've had 2 losing weeks now, but there you can see. And then overall, we are up, if you can see in this corner here, 60.3 units of profit. So we're still in profit, and Stuart, with his crazy bets, is in the lead. So still congratulations to him.
I hate to bring it down, folks. I'm sorry. 2 losing weeks for me. Sorry.
Big man, honestly, you came on the wrong time. Most bettors would avoid betting at this time.
But I came on, so I can't, as he said, make excuses. I'm logging bets, and unfortunately, the bets I've been logging have been losing. What can I say?
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the weekend action. A match that I was really pleased to see win, even though Manchester United was playing, was Tottenham. Their last game at White Hart Lane, ending 2-1. One of the words that was being used was that Manchester United were very gracious guests there. They didn't seem to be causing them too many problems. What do you guys think about that match?
I'm kind of pissed off I didn't give it out. That was a great spot for anyone that had Tottenham last game. You can't figure they were going to lose at White Hart Lane the last game there. Manchester United rested players, obviously, particularly in the first half. They got a goal. I was a little concerned, but if you had Tottenham, great pick. I know Stuart was on it. Alex, I don't know if he was on it, but yeah, a great, nice price also. If you got that early, I mean, that was a really fair price for the most part. And Man United is concentrating on other things right now. They've come out and said that. So, yeah, Spurs with a very nice win yesterday in front of the fans. I mean, 118 years, guys. You don't see that very often. Particularly over here, we don't see that very often. 118 years. That's a long time to be in one stadium.
Yeah, and it was a lovely closing ceremony as well. What did you think of the match, Alex? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I had it as one of my bankers, Tottenham. Incredible match by Tottenham. As we all know, Manchester United is resting the players because Mourinho is concentrating to win the trophy in Europa League. The only problem with that issue is that if he will miss the trophy in Europa League, I think it will not be tolerated, because he put it secondary the Premier League. He had top 4 in his hands in the recent weeks. He gave it away with 4 negative results, concentrating more in Europa League. So now it's down to 1 match for him. So I think that if he will not win that game, he will be. I bet that he will be off Manchester United.
Yeah, sort of feel like the term "all eggs in one basket" seems to spring to mind. But yeah, this is a must win. Any other matches that you guys want to talk about from the Premier League?
That's one thing I do find interesting about, something that I've come across, and I know you guys, Alex said it on Friday or whenever we did that bet battle. I'm blown away a lot at the ability of managers to just rest people. I know over here, when there's a big game, when you have a chance to clinch, you don't rest and wait and rest on your laurels. I'm surprised by that in soccer. I mean, it's something that they do clearly, but like he said, I mean, Mourinho maybe he's playing with fire there. If they don't win Europa, I mean, what do you have at all this season? A waste. So yeah, kind of just putting all your eggs in one basket, like you said, Natalie, could prove deadly for Mourinho.
Yeah, I think our soccer players are more delicate than your big. I don't know. They always seem to have injuries. It's always stopped for time because they're hurt. Whereas your guys like come out all big and in armor. So I don't know.
I mean, that's like LeBron James sitting out a game. I mean, you don't sit out games. You clinch when it's in front of you. You don't wait and play with fire, because in any sport, I mean, like for instance, Juventus, will they probably beat Pescara this week? Probably, but why are Crotone? I'm sorry. Why are you playing with fire? If you play with fire, you normally get burned. It's not something that I would do. For me, you play your fit team. You play the game in front of you. You don't wait. But again, every manager is different. But I don't want to play with fire if I'm a manager.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to say something, I will say that it's different basketball to soccer to football, how we say in Europe, and MLB or MLS or whatever sports they exist in USA, because in Premier League or in Serie A, when, for example, Juventus in Serie A had 7 points above Roma before their head-to-head match, and playing with Crotone and another easy round in the last round next week, at 1 point they need to win the title. So why to risk it all for their players to be injured when you are going in a clash with Roma? Because you know that Roma will give it all. They will play aggressive. So it might be a possibility for your players to get injured. Look what problems Mourinho has with his players. Because Ibrahimovic, if he was in the fields right now, I don't think that we could assist at the same approach from Mourinho for his matches. But when you can see all these injured players and you are focusing only in Europa League final, I think that's kind of bad for you. But let's be honest. Also, Paul Pogba's father died a few days ago, and he's affected also by that tragic accident. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Mourinho has big bad luck at the final of the season.
Yeah, well, he's got to clinch this win. And a team that did very well, which was one of my bets on the Premier League rundown, was Liverpool to win. And I think that both Flash and Nigel were against me on the West Ham win. So I'm looking forward to bringing that up on Thursday. Another match.
The Swansea game. Nigel was particularly hot on Sunderland's game. That game over the weekend also.
Yeah. Also, Bundesliga, we've got the massive win, Bayern Munich versus Leipzig, 5-4. 4. Obviously, Martin Green called that one out. That was a great win, a ton of goals, obviously cementing themselves that they really are the champions of the Bundesliga. Anybody got any other matches that they want to bring up?
Yeah,
Bayern
champions of France, Monaco, 1-4-0 over Lille. They are the champions in France with with 2 games in hand. 1 game in hand over PSG. They are champions already, so they stopped PSG's streak for winning the title. Good to go for a very good season for Monaco.
Yeah, totally. Now let's get to the week that the matches that we've got this week, and we've got a Premier League rundown. We've got 5 matches that I want to talk about. But just before, anybody got a tip for the La Liga match?
I do not.
Which?
Celta
No.
Vigo, I think it is. Celta Vigo, Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, I don't even have a line for that yet.
Oh yeah.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, Celta Vigo, yeah. Real Madrid to win halftime, full time at an odd of 1.7. It's a must win for Real Madrid, and I don't see something more than a clear win for Real. So halftime, full time looks really good from my point of view at 1.7.
Yeah. What about the as far as goals go? Over 2.5 goals got any value?
I mean, it's Real Madrid. I would think at that number, yeah. I mean, you never. Alex would agree. I'm sure it's not really ever a smart idea betting unders in Real Madrid games with the way they're scoring right now. So they need the game. Celta Vigo obviously, not on the same level. We all know that middle tier team. I would say 3-0 probably, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. 3-0. That's what I'm looking at as well. Okay, Premier League rundown, guys. Starting obviously with today's match, Chelsea versus Watford. All the odds I'm going to read are Pinnacle, powered by Pinnacle here for our Premier League coverage. Chelsea 1.25, draw 6.75. Watford 13. Obviously, Chelsea scraped a narrow win, West Brom, but a win it was. Watford obviously lost narrowly 1-0 also over the weekend to Everton. I think my bet for this match actually is one I feel really strongly about, is Chelsea to win 1-0 at home. Stellar defence, and considering Watford, I think, have failed to score in their last 4 matches where they have lost. I am not predicting Watford to score at all at Chelsea. So Chelsea wins 1-0, 2.1 is my bet. What have you got, Alex?
I think that is the last match when they will celebrate the win of Premier League in front of their fans. Is the last match in front of their supporters. No, actually, they have another one in the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. But after winning the title is the first match on their stadium. So I think that it will be, I don't want to go at betting winning 2-0 because I'm really afraid that Chelsea will not have to be so aggressive like they usually are. I think that they will enjoy every minute of this game. And my bet for this game, Chelsea to score over 2.5 goals at an odd of 1.83.
Ooh, all right. So 3 or more. What are you going for, big man?
Yeah, tough one, Natalie. You did make a good point on Watford, though. I mean, this team is just a dreadful squad on the road. 1 win over the last 14 matches. Alex makes a good point about Chelsea. It's predicted John Terry will play, who I'm a big fan of, though he has lost a step. We could probably agree. Probably no Hazard as well. But, like other top flight European teams, the backups are just as good with Willian and others. Yeah, and for their home fans, after such a huge win, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this spot in any sport. Off such a high, now you come and kind of play with a B type of team against a team that really has nothing to play for. So you never really know where you're going. I think we'll see some goals, but I have nothing really on this game. I'm sorry. It's just no value to me. Chelsea should win 2-3-0, but Watford could sneak one. You never know on a set piece or a penalty. Who knows? I have not much.
There's always that risk, isn't there, when you play that win 0, whether there is a goal that can be sneaked in. But I don't know. I mean,
Natalie, we will point out that
in 4 matches. I think the win 0 is a pretty safe one.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea scored 3 goals or more in 12 at home. So, I mean, goals should be scored today. I like Alex's bet, honestly.
Sorry about that.
Alex will pick it up, I guess. Yeah, I do like Alex's bet, the 2.5. They should score plenty of goals today, I would think.
As I'm looking the daily news right now, the team is changing for Chelsea also, but playing N'Golo Kante, which is probably a good thing. But in terms of goalkeeper, they bring Begovic, they bring not Nathan Ake. They bring a lot of new players that didn't play a lot. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Is John Terry in, Alex?
Yeah, John Terry is also. So a lot of new players, which I think that Michi Batshuayi, the one that took the trophy, scored a goal for the trophy last week. So a lot Aina, a lot of youngers, the players that they didn't play all season long. So that is incredible.
Yeah. All right.
Love the way that Antonio Conte puts his starting 11 tonight.
Okay, win to nil. Vitalis is asking, what's the value? 2.1. I think tremendous value. That's my bet for the match. Arsenal versus Sunderland. Arsenal 1.11. Very, 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 very low. Draw 11. Sunderland 26. I've got a few goals for this match, but the first question I've got to ask is, can Sunderland score? They have been known to pull it out of the bag now and again. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, Arsenal doesn't stay really good in their defense. But it's a must win for them. They are fighting for that fourth place finish till the end of the season. They have 2 rounds to go on their own till the end of the season. So I think that they will force from the beginning. I don't know if Sunderland will score or not, but there is not a lot of value in this match. But I managed to take out some good value for this one.
You managed to find, I managed to find some as well. So interesting to hear your thoughts. What about you, big man? What's your take of the match?
I've been impressed with Arsenal lately. I mean, they've looked really, really good. I mean, they pounded obviously over the weekend, scoring 4 goals against the team. I'm trying to remember why did I forget who they played? Stoke City, I'm sorry. Stoke just looked lost in the second half. And Sunderland, you mentioned it, Natalie. Can they score a goal? I mean, they haven't scored in 3 of 4. They really look just lost. I mean, Swansea kind of did whatever they wanted against them. Gunners haven't lost at home in EPL this year. And like I said, they look like a totally new side. They're bearing down on that top 4. I think David Moyes, how he can live through all this, I just don't understand how. And Arsenal's won over the last 3 against Sunderland. They've won all 3 by 2+ goals. So I think we see another easy win here for Arsenal, 3-0, 4-1, something like that.
Yeah. Well, the question is goals, isn't it? And the value starts getting going at over 3.5 goals, 1.76. I think if you're going to play on the Asian handicap line, it's going to be minus 2.5. So can they win by 3 goals or more? I'm looking. One of the other bet I have to say is Arsenal to win to nil. Again, it seems to be I'm on this track this week. But Arsenal to win both halves, possibly 1.8. What have you got for us, Alex?
Over 1.5 goals in the first half at 1.9. I think that we'll look at an aggressive Arsenal team. And even though it's not a trend to play them to score in the first half, I think that right now they will push it from the beginning. I love the way they played lately. I love the time that when Martin said, let's start to bet on Arsenal, and nobody did, only me. When they started to beat Manchester United and so on, they had 3 back-to-back wins. So I think that it's time to go further than that and say that over 1.5 goals in the first half in the match, so it doesn't matter who scores, at 1.9.
All right. And Big Man, do you have any official tips this match?
Yeah, I'm going to lay the 2.5 goals. I think Gunners win 3-0 here. They're playing really well, and they're bearing down on that top 4. So I think they'll have a lot to play for here throughout the game. So yeah, I'll lay the 2.5 goals here.
All right. Man City, West Brom. Man City 1.17, draw 8. West Brom 21. Very, very low odds there for that Man City home win. It is a must win. 1 point behind Liverpool and Arsenal 3 points behind. West Brom little to play for at the moment, although they are playing to keep 8th position. Last five head-to-heads have seen the over I've got here. What are you looking at, Alex?
Yeah, hardly to find value on matches like that. We talked about Arsenal Sunderland. Now is the time for Manchester City versus West Brom. again, the same problem with finding the real value for this match. I think, as you said, is a must-win for Manchester City, and I love them scoring goals, at least when they are playing home. So for me, it's a Man City win and over 3.5 goals at 2.15.
Yeah, that's the bet I've got as well, actually. Man City over 3.5 goals. Also tempted again on Manchester City to win to 0. If you just look at that, I can't help. I was trying to sort of look past these bets. I don't know why I'm on this, but Man City to win to 0, 1.91. But of all the favourite win to 0s, it has to be the Chelsea match. But what do you like, big man?
That's what I would do, win to 0, Natalie. You look at West Brom; they've been a stingy side at home, kind of playing well in some of these games against Tottenham and Chelsea. But look on the road. Last 7 games, they've scored just 1 goal on the road. And, it does – we've talked about playing with fire. You are playing with fire a little bit when you're betting that Manchester City won't give up any goals, because they have been a team that does do that. But with so much to play for, with so much behind them here, I think win to 0 is probably the smart bet here, Natalie. West Brom is just a poor roadside.
Yeah, certainly are. Southampton versus Manchester United. Southampton 2.75, Man United 2.8, draw 3.3. Some surprise actually to see Southampton as favourites in this match. I know that Manchester United are focused on the Europa League. Still surprised though. Anybody think that Manchester United can get something out of this, or would you play Southampton? Those odds 2.75.
Under
2.5 goals, yeah, that's one of my bets for this match. Although it let me down, they bloody scored in the 90th minute. I was like, fuck. Anyway, yeah, what are you going for, Alex?
I think that I'm going with the trend. Both teams to score at an odd of 1.85. Southampton haven't scored just in 1 game in the last 11 matches versus the Red Devils. The Red Devils, as we talked earlier, they will rest a lot of players. They are focused on Europa League, and nobody. I think that we should look also at the draw match, 3.3 for a draw match. But for the top tip, both teams to score at 1.85.
Yeah, I was looking at Manchester United draw no bet, to be honest. You get that odds of 2, but I do like the under 2.5 goals, 1.73. 23 of Manchester United's games this season have gone under 2.5 goals. They do have an incredible defence, both home and away. The reverse saw 2-0 to Manchester United. I think this is going to be an unders game. I like that bet a lot. Big man, you're with me on that one.
Yes, I am, which I don't know if that's good for you, but yes, I am.
Good for me. It's good for me, big man.
I'm in.
All right, going for the unders. And Alex, sorry, are you going for both teams to score?
Yeah, both teams to score as a top tip and draw as a second tip.
All right. Leicester versus Tottenham. Tottenham 1.83, draw 3.9, Leicester 4.5. Very tempted to go for that Tottenham win, but a little bit worried at Leicester. Any thoughts on that, big man?
Not particularly. I don't ever like to bet against Tottenham, so I would look nothing but that way here. But Leicester City, I mean, they kind of got screwed over the weekend in that game against Man City with that goal being disallowed. But, yeah, I mean, Spurs are great. I mean, we all know that. But, again, you have another spot here where you have a team off such a high, closing out their stadium and, kind of at this point, they're not going to win anything as far as this league. So, yeah, Leicester, we all know, very tough side. I'll look Jamie Vardy. I think he'll score. We've talked about that, Natalie, on his new diet that he's on. But I have nothing. Jamie Vardy scores. That's my tip here.
That's right. Was you saying when he stops for the at the pasta restaurant?
Yes, he goes to the Italian restaurant. He's been fantastic ever since he's went there. So, yeah, I'll have some fun here. But, yes, Dale, good point, 04 on the chat. Leicester players on the beach already, great point. Yeah, I don't want to bet in front of Tottenham, so that's where I would go here.
Yeah. What are you going for, Alex?
Mahrez losing that penalty, it was his stupidity. He touched the ball 2 times, and the rules of the game will say that the goal is not allowed.
Yes, I'm aware, but a lot of people were saying it was hit or miss. I agree, though.
Okay, Leicester versus Tottenham, over 2.5 goals. I think it will be a vacation match, full of opportunities from both sides. 1.78 for the over 2.5 goals is incredible. The odds.
Yeah, that's the bet I was looking at as well. Over 2.5 goals, 1.7 I found. Also looking at the combination bet, the Alex Classic, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals, priced at 2. You're not playing that one this time, Alex?
It looks interesting, but I think that I would like to bet normal over 2.5. But that one looks interesting. You double your money. I think that Leicester will score also. I think it will be that kind of game where every opportunity of goal will be a goal.
Okay. Final best favorite bet here of the 5 Premier League matches. What do you like, big man?
Wow. I don't really like none of them that much, but
the best of the worst.
Yeah, I'll go Arsenal. I'll go Arsenal -2.5. I think they drub Sunderland here. Sunderland, I think, could be the worst team in the European majors. So, yeah, I'll go Arsenal. I'm gonna have a gun near my my hand because I don't want to bet Arsene Wenger laying 2.5 goals, but I'll do it here.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go Chelsea win to 0. It's my absolute favorite bet of this week, and the great thing is hopefully it will come in today. 2.1. What are you going for, Alex?
I think that you were not here when we said Chelsea's team for tonight, so I think that you want to change your mind on that.
Yeah,
I like it.
John Terry's starting, Natalie. So you might.
John Terry, Nathaniel Ake, a lot of names that you never heard, that they never played the all season long. Youngster coming from the bench, Begovic on the goal. So I think that you want to change that.
All right. Well, listen. Don't listen to me, guys. That's what I go for. What are you going for, Alex?
I have both Leicester versus Tottenham over 2.5 goals, and also Southampton, Manchester United, both teams to score.
Okay, all right, awesome stuff. That wraps things up. Anybody got anything to add? Oh, apart from in half an hour, we've got the bet battle, which is the Coppa Italia match, Juventus versus Lazio, between Alex and Big Man there, seeing who's got the best bet for the match. So that'll be interesting stuff. Make sure to catch that. And anybody got anything else to add?
Yeah, if you're interested, catch my show tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern. I have Boxing Hall of Famer Al Bernstein. He's an analyst. He's going to join me and Donnie. We're going to talk about all the big fights around the world. We're excited about it. So tune in if you're a boxing fan. We have a Hall of Famer on tonight. So, yeah, I'll be joining Alex here. Hopefully I can get a win under my butt against this guy. And we'll see you all at 2:30 Eastern. Yeah,
that's the fighting spirit there, Big Man. Alex, you got anything to add?
Yeah, I think that we should keep a low stake on all the midweek matches, most of all on the ones that the teams are not interested to win because it's the final of the season, and on the teams that they don't fight for winning the title, for a place in Europa League, for relegation. I think that we should lay low with the stakes.
All right, lay low there, but bet responsibly and bet obviously with the money that you have. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in half an hour.
See you.
See you.